Our story begins in Christmas past, in the year 1968. Astronauts Frank Borman, Jim Lovell and Bill Anders launched on their mission Apollo 8. It was the furthest humans had ever travelled away from Earth. On Christmas Eve, they became the first humans to orbit the moon and see the Earth rise above it. They took the first colour image looking back at Earth from lunar orbit. Later that day, a quarter of all people alive at the time tuned in to watch the Apollo 8 crew's Christmas Eve broadcast. On Christmas morning, the astronauts sent a message to Mission Control. Please be informed there is a Santa Claus, to let them know they were on their way home safely. They had successfully orbited the moon and paved the way for landing on it. During the trip home, NASA provided astronauts with a Christmas meal. They had 3 foil pouches wrapped in green and red ribbons, labelled Merry Christmas. Each pouch contained real turkey, gravy and cranberry sauce, better than their usual space food of cubes and tubes. Food has always been linked to the holidays, and looking for space travellers, space food has continued to improve over the years. And that brings us to Christmas present. On the International Space Station, holidays are a multicultural affair. People from 19 countries have been on board the ISS, sharing their holidays, such as Hanukkah and Russian Orthodox Christmas, which in turn introduce foods and traditions. Scientists work hard to produce food that astronauts want and enjoy. The meals follow a 10-day cycle of repetition, so holiday food would come as a very nice change. Nowadays for Christmas, NASA astronauts can enjoy roasted turkey, jelly cranberry sauce, macaroni cheese, potatoes au gratin, and even gingerbread. As well as food, you can't forget decorations. Hopping back to Christmas past, in 1973 on the Skylab 3 mission, they made a Christmas tree out of old food containers, so sometimes you have to get creative at Christmas. Nowadays they have trees, stockings and Santa hats. You can't talk about Christmas present without mentioning presents. And if you want to be an astronaut, you have to be really good at Christmas shopping. The crew on board get each other gifts, but they have to be bought months in advance and be small and not take up too much space. Previous gifts include socks and harmonicas. Astronauts can also be sent presents by their families. The holidays, including Christmas, are normally a time spent with family and friends, but on the ISS, you're 408 kilometres away from them. Being away for months at a time can really affect your mental health. Thankfully, in the present, we have high-speed internet connection, video calling and satellite phones, so even on the ISS, 408 kilometres away, they can still say thank you for that ugly Christmas sweater. But looking ahead to Christmas yet to come, you could be away from Earth for even longer. Let's say we're going to Mars. What could that mean for celebrating Christmas? Well, first, it will mean a lack of food choices. We could grow things like potatoes, but you probably won't be able to get a cake. So that means no comfort eating when you miss your friends and family. And it takes about 20 minutes for a radio message to reach Mars right now. So you make sure every message counts. And then you'll be looking at recycling Christmas decorations. They're not very high on the list of Mars essentials. So holidays on other planets don't seem that festive just yet. So let's go back to the present, because we've missed one big holiday that everyone on the ISS celebrates at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! On the Earth, the New Year is celebrated at different times around the world. But on the ISS, they follow Greenwich Mean Time, the same as us here in the UK. Next time, when the clock strikes midnight on December 31st, spare a moment to think of the only humans not on Earth at the time, and wish them a Happy New Year. And that, my friends, is a Space Christmas Carol, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.